There is a saying, make sure before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem that you're not actually surrounded by a-holes. Now, I looked this up because I was wondering who actually said it, because I was going to credit this person with saying it. Turns out nobody really knows who said it. I guess Freud was said to have said the same thing, only he used the word jerks at that time. But it wasn't a direct quote from Freud. It was Freud possible or had said it. Somebody else said that he had said it. I can't remember what you would call that, but it's not about who said it first or who is going to get credited by it. It is about the fact that people are kind of they're kind of capable of being jerks without you even realizing they're being jerks. And maybe that makes you naive. Nothing really wrong with being naive, except you have a tendency to get taken advantage of. But my point is, people can be jerks in very subtle ways. They don't have to come right out and say something obnoxious to you to be a jerk. They can say things that are kind of misleading or questionable. Like if somebody said to you, "You're very aggressive," would you consider that a compliment, or would you consider that to be a dig? And you're most likely going to think about it. You're going to think, God, am I aggressive? Do I come across as aggressive? And just the fact that you've questioned whether or not you are aggressive creates just kind of a doubt or a feeling within you that is not positive. Doesn't make you happy, doesn't make you feel good, it isn't really a thing, okay? Somebody saying you're really aggressive isn't really a thing. It's not something that you would think you should get upset about or you would feel slighted by. But it is a thing. You know, things like, have you ever met somebody and you got into text messaging, conversation with them, and you send them a message and it takes them like 2 days to respond to your text message? Now, you think, well, maybe they're busy. It's probably not a big deal, right? But is it? Is it a big deal? If it takes somebody 2 days to respond to a text message, isn't that a big red flag that there's something wrong? Isn't that a slight? Do you feel slighted by it? I mean, do you think, God, I'm not even important enough for this person to freaking respond to me? And it makes you feel, just thinking that makes you feel like you're psycho. Like you're making a big deal out of absolutely nothing. But are you? Are you really making a big deal out of absolutely nothing? Or is this person poking your buttons, trying to make you feel like you don't matter, like you're not important enough to them? There's many situations in life that we get into where people treat you a certain way. And it's so subtle that you don't even realize that you're basically being kicked every time you interact with this person. But you are. And it makes you question your own sanity or your own stability. And if you get a group of people who are all doing this, like, you know, maybe it's a group of friends or a group of family members or, you know, that type of thing. And they all do it. They all are like that. You question it. You're like, well, is it just these people that are like this? You know, they're fairly nice. They seem to be fine. But are they? Are they really fine? Or are they purposely screwing with your head? I have been in so many situations like this, it's not even funny. I am completely naive. Naive. Okay, not completely naive. I think at this point in time in my life, I don't trust anybody. But my point is, I don't do things to screw with people. I don't do things to make them feel bad. If anything, I am doing things to try and uplift people, to make them feel happy, to help, you know, make them enjoy life. I don't really want to spend time with somebody who makes me feel bad. So I try not to do that to other people. But I have encountered many groups of people whose, it turns out, sole purpose in life was to do exactly that. Screw with you and make you feel like like there was something wrong with you. Like you were angry. Or, you know, like, okay, so you're in a situation, social situation, something sets you off, you gripe about it, you have a little fit about it, and the next thing you know, everybody's calling you angry, and they're bringing up that particular thing every time you see them. That is somebody who's screwing with your head. They're not bringing up the joke that you told that made everybody laugh, that was so hilarious and so much fun. No, they don't bring that up all the time. They bring up the one time you were angry and you had an expression of that anger. Those are jerks. Okay, those people are specifically trying to make you appear like you are a nut job. And I guarantee you, they're all talking about you behind your back while they're telling everybody the cute little story about how you got so angry and you're just an angry person. These people are jerks. And their sole purpose in life is to make it appear like you are the jerk. You are the person with the mental problem. You are the person with the anger issue. You are the aggressive person. It's called gaslighting. And it is the trait of narcissistic people. It is a mental disorder on their part, not on yours. That is what they do. They try to make you stable, logical, handles your business, is kind and generous to everybody, appear to be a mental case that nobody can trust, that nobody should get near, that everybody should be afraid of. If you are around people like that, they have a mental problem. They have a diagnosable illness. And you should get away from them as quickly and as quietly as humanly possible. It will not get better. Do not think that it will get better, because it won't. It will get worse. Over time, it will continue to get worse. It is a game that jerks play to make people appear to be crazy or appear to be invaluable. Not invaluable, not valuable, like not valuable. Like everybody should stay away from them. And if you're in a group of people who do this to other people, you might have the same problem if you're not walking away from that group. It is a very dangerous and very devastating thing to do. And it is very subtle. It's nothing that you can just call out like right here, right now. It is something that they do that over a period of time, it just destroys you. It destroys your confidence. It destroys your compassion. It destroys your sanity. Your sanity. I mean, if you get around enough of these types of people, you will start to question your own sanity. They will appear to be perfectly normal, but they're not. They're actually manipulating the hell out of you, and you're not even really sure that they're doing it. I have a very, very, very good intuition. Very strong intuition. And people like that make me go, did they mean that to be the way it came out? Or are they just stupid? Or what's going on? I mean, it confuses you. You think, why would somebody say something like that? And it happens all the time. Like every time you see them, they say something or they do something that is very questionable. It's never clear one way or another. It's dead down the center. And it makes you wonder, what their intent was. But it's very damaging and it's very manipulative. It is so manipulative. So if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling like you don't have any confidence, you're feeling like you have the lowest self-esteem in the world, you need to stop and look at all the people that are in your life. Look at every one of them and see, look at them clearly and see if they are manipulating you, if they are gaslighting you. And you need to do it quickly, and then you need to get the hell away from them, because it will damage you. The more they do it, the more you're exposed to it, the more they will damage you. I'm telling you, they will damage you in a big way. And you will have to spend years after the experience trying to recover and regain your sense of self and your love of life. So make sure that you are not surrounded by a bunch of jerks before you label yourself with some type of mental illness like depression or anxiety or low self-esteem or anything like that, because chances are the people that you're surrounded by are manipulators and they're doing it to you. Use caution. Protect yourself. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them out there, and they're doing a lot of damage to a lot of very nice people. Blessings.